Right, well, hi there and welcome once again to BurtonOnHumber. This should hopefully just be a short video about this portable spray booth. I wanted to get one of these simply so I could work inside if the weather's bad, or also just simply because I don't always want to work outside on the things that I'm spraying. So this seemed to be the ideal solution to that problem. So I haven't opened up at all yet, so I guess we'll get it open and see what it's like. As you can see, it basically comes with a sort of a briefcase setup. You can probably see that down here, and folds out to this area where you can do your spraying. Comes with a turntable where you can put things on and spin it around without having to touch it with your hands. And they also have another attachment that is a hose that connects to the back of the booth, so you can sort of take the exhaust fumes out through this filter, out through the hose and outside through a window or door, whatever. Okay, so we'll open it up and have a look. As you can see, the model there is HSE420, whatever that means. It comes with an instruction manual, you can see there. I won't bother opening that up at the moment. And it's in a box with foam, as these things quite often are. Okay, so put the box away, put that down on the floor, take the foam packing off. So I hope that didn't shake the camera too badly when that hit the table there. Okay, so it's in a plastic bag. Okay, so I'll take it out the plastic bag there. And yeah, so there we have it. It's, as you can say, it's basically a fairly briefcase looking thing. Has some instructions on the end there, and a little diagram here about how you open it up and so on. So I guess we'll open it up and see how we go. Okay, so I've moved all the packaging out the way there and so on, and so you can see here it's a fairly briefcase looking device, and we'll open it up and have a look. So if you just tip this back, that flips out there. Fold that up, this drops down and folds outwards. So drop that piece down, then that lifts up, that clips into there. This also lifts up, and that clips into that bit. And then these two side pieces lift up. Clips on that side, and clips on that side. So I don't quite have that in place there, but I'm not bothering to actually use it today, just to give you a rough idea of how it works. So I'll just push that back a little bit, so you can see. Okay, so that's the basic setup. So I've got the filter at the back here. You get this little turntable that seems to do the job, that you can put your items on and turn them as you're spraying them without having to sort of pick it up and get paint on your hands or put finger marks on it. Seems to be quite a reasonable sort of area. If I lift up the camera here, if I put the instruction manual in so you can see sort of the size of that, you've got a fair bit of depth there, and again sort of across this way as well, so it seems to be a reasonable sort of size. So yeah, so that's the spray booth, and on the top here, if I lift this up and have a look, I've got the power. So what I'll do is I'll go get that plugged in, and we'll switch it on and see how noisy it is and how it runs. Okay, so just show you the side there. Has a little doorway at the back that flips open, and that's where they store the power cable. Seems to be on a spindle there, basically like a vacuum. Okay, so I'll just again pause the video while I plug that in. Okay, so that's all plugged in now, so we'll switch it on and see how loud it is. So here we go. Okay, so that kicks in. It's like a fairly, or just a quiet fan, I guess. It sounds a little bit like a air conditioner. Growing up in Australia, we have a lot of air conditioners, and it's around about that sort of volume. Not as loud as a vacuum, louder than an electric fan. So yeah, around about sort of air conditioner volume, I guess. Okay, so it seems to be doing the trick. You can actually see it blowing out air. It's blowing sort of dust around and so on at the back there. So it's obviously sucking that through the filter, and seems to be doing the trick. Again, I'll pause it there, and we'll actually take the hose out of this other box and try plugging that in. Okay, so hi there again. We've turned off the unit there, and just so it's a little bit quieter, and we'll open up this box. Again, it's got an instruction manual, a little bit of explanation about the parts that come with it, and how you actually fit that onto the back of the unit. Doesn't look like it's particularly long. I don't think it actually says how long it is. It can be extended from 0.7 to 1.7 metres, so yeah, about 1.5 metres, just over. When I do my spraying, I'll probably sort of move the table towards the door or the window. That way I can still be inside, but then extend the hose sort of to the window. It looks quite good in that it's got that quite thin nozzle, so you can mostly close your door, because otherwise there's not much point if the weather's bad and you've got to leave your door open, obviously. So yeah, so you can probably just put that just out of a window and then close the window, so that last little bit gets extracted. Okay, so put the instructions down, and we'll have a look what's inside. Okay, so a bunch of fittings in a plastic bag. I'll just put the box down. Okay, so that seems to be the rubber seal. We have a very large O-ring that obviously fits over the hose onto the rubber seal by the looks of it. So you can see that fits over there quite nicely. Then we have the end piece of the extractor. So it's quite large, and yeah, so that can fit out the window, and the hose plugs into that end of it. This will be the fitting that actually fits on the back of the unit. I'll actually show you what the back of the unit looks like in a moment. It actually has like a metal fan that's attached there with 4 screws on it. Obviously those screws have to be unscrewed and then this attached to put this extra hose onto it. Okay, and last but not least, we've got the actual hose itself, and it's quite stiff. And so you've got to pull it apart to get it to extend. So it's fairly stiff. But then, yeah, reasonably flexible once you got them pulled apart like that. So I think that will do the trick. Okay, so I'll just lift up the camera, and we'll have a look at the back of the unit, and you'll be able to see where that attaches. So you'll see at the back there, basically if I turn it on, the fan kicks into place, and yeah, so that's where it's extracted at the moment. So it's being pulled through the filter, just blowing out into the room. And the idea is that I undo these 4 screws. I then plug in this piece here onto that, attach the hose into it with the rubber ring, O-ring that onto there, put the hose out the door, and yeah, off he goes. That way you can take all the fumes and blow them outside. We're sort of happily working inside and use the unit. So yeah, that's the spray booth. I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like it would be quite good. A nice sort of area. I mean, it's big enough to work with locos and rolling stock and scenery there. Yeah, I think that will do the trick. Okay, I'll leave it there. Bye for now.